Hi, this is the 5-minute window into life, God, and the Bible. Belshazzar succeeds Nebuchadnezzar as king of Babylon. He throws a party. He asks for gold goblets from the Jerusalem temple that was seized by Nebuchadnezzar. They drink wine with these golden goblets and praise the gods of gold, silver, bronze, iron, stone, and wood. Suddenly, 5 fingers of a human hand appear from nowhere and write on that wall. As Belshazzar looks at that writing on the wall, he turns pale. He becomes so frightened that his legs tremble and his knees knock. This is Daniel 5. In Daniel 4, we see how Nebuchadnezzar acknowledges God as the Most High God and sovereign over the kingdoms of the earth. Belshazzar does not learn from Nebuchadnezzar's experience. Not only does he remain proud, he takes those golden goblets from the Jerusalem temple, drinks with them, and praises the other gods. This is a symbol of arrogance and self-centeredness before God. This part of the Bible is where the English expression, the writing is on the wall, comes from. Here, the writing is on the wall that Belshazzar is about to face judgment for his self-centered ways. Andrew Chan is about to face execution by an Indonesian firing squad. There was a time in which he will admit that he lived an arrogant and self-centered life. This led him to be part of a group called the Bali Nine, who were caught bringing drugs into Indonesia. Andrew is found guilty of being the co-leader of that group. Andrew is ashamed of his past. He remembers how he became addicted to heroin when he was only 14 and started selling it on the streets of King's Cross in Sydney, Australia. Just before he is executed, he says this: "Basically, 10 years ago, I was going to kill myself. Something happened, something I never believed in my whole entire life, that there is a God, and He existed, and He is real." After this, Andrew turns his life towards God. He becomes a pastor to his fellow prisoners. As he becomes their pastor, he leads them in singing with the music CD playing. His singing might be out of tune, but he still leads them in worship in song. He even tries to build an orphanage on Cebu Island. I believe that it is not so much that Andrew turns his life towards God, which he does, but more God turns Andrew's life around. As he is led into the execution ground, he asks God to forgive his executioners. Then he prays for Indonesia, a country and people he has grown to love. Entering the execution ground, Andrew and his friends sing Amazing Grace. After they are tied to a stake, he urges them to sing louder. They sing 10,000 Reasons. We might be fearful of our fate like Belshazzar. The writing on the wall might not look good to us. The story of Andrew Chan gives us hope. God can take a life like Andrew Chan's, being addicted to drugs and selling it, turn it around and make him become a pastor to his fellow prisoners. The writing might be on the wall, but God is still waiting for us. God is still waiting for you. God is still waiting for me. He wants to show you a new life of worshiping Him and serving others. What will you do?